A proposal to build an underwater AI data center off the coast of Eastport has cleared a major hurdle. The project, proposed by Massachusetts-based developer Deep Green, had its preliminary permit application accepted by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission this week. The commission previously denied the application, citing multiple deficiencies, including failure to identify local tribes who may be affected by the project and the failure to include certain dimensions and map specifications. The company resubmitted the application with the needed changes. Should the preliminary permit be granted, the company would be able to begin engineering and environmental studies. It would not allow for construction. The public can submit comments on the proposal to the commission, file an intervention, or a competing application. The deadline is October 19th. The City Council approved a 180-day moratorium on the project last week.